Hi everyone, my name is Ren from Quicksave Interactive. In this tutorial, we will be discussing events and triggers in the UI editor. What are events? Events are a series of state modifiers which will activate in sequence. Events are very useful for creating animations for loading screens or buttons, which can be triggered using a click, drag, or hover interaction. Let's look at the UI editor and learn more about how we can create events and triggers. In our UI editor, you will notice that I have added a few new state modifiers to our Start button. These state modifiers will be used to create our events. The first of which increases the Start button in scale, while the second decreases it. This uses the transform scale property we've learned about in the previous tutorial. Then the next state modifier will be used for pressing the button. This decreases the Start button in scale, but also makes it slightly transparent using the alpha property. And finally, we have a state modifier to reset the button back to its default scale and alpha. Let's go ahead and create our events using the state modifiers here. In the Layout Settings panel, you will find the section called Events. I will add a new item which will give us an empty event. I will call this event Button Bounce. Now I will add a state to this Button Bounce event. The state I will use will be Start Large, and then I will add another state modifier called Start Small. This will allow us to trigger Start Large and then Start Small in sequence using the Button Bounce event. Let's go ahead and see our Button Bounce event in action. We can trigger events by clicking on them from the Events panel. Once I do so, we can see that the Start button increases and decreases in scale for every click, because Start Large and Start Small are running in sequence. This can be useful for a CTA-style looping animation. To make looping events, we can use the machine editor, and there will be a tutorial linked to this video for making looping events in the machine editor. In the next video, we will create a new event for pressing our Start button and attaching it to a click trigger. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.